What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new podcast, but you know what we gotta do first. We gotta talk about the things that generate a little bit of money for the show and me, and the things that you could avoid on Patreon. That's right, there's a Patreon. That includes ad-free audio episodes of the show, so you don't have to hear me talk about the Patreon. The Patreon is at patreon.com/MattSlayer. The Patreon includes bonus content that isn't just in Now We Drink stuff. I uploaded a photo set recently. There's other videos, random musings, so come check it out. And you can join the Patreon for as little as $3 a month. That is less than 10 cents a day. That is less than the cost of one beer in most markets. Wouldn't you like to support me for the cost of a beer? I know I would like it. So check it out today at patreon.com/MattSlayer. So you can stop hearing me talk about the Patreon. We are also brought to you by the Twitch stream at twitch.tv/MattFandSlayer. I've been streaming mostly on Thursdays recently because I've been insanely busy. So check out Community Game Night on Thursdays at 7 p.m. PST. If you have Amazon Prime, do me a solid. Burn that Prime so it costs you nothing to subscribe. Throws a little money my way. Once again at twitch.tv/MattFandSlayer. And last, but not least, if you're unaware, there is a YouTube channel for this show at youtube.com/andnowwedrink. A handful of the video episodes are available on the YouTube. Once again at youtube.com/andnowwedrink. All right, let's get on with it. My guest this week is adult performer Destiny Cruz. Destiny and I had a blast. I knew it was going to be a fun show when she sat down and just started drinking straight out of the bottle of vodka. And we just get silly in this one. Yeah, we talk a lot about Destiny's complications with her dating life while being in the biz. And a lot of, just about not giving a fuck about what people think. This was a super fun episode. I am feeling like shit this morning as I record this intro. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy, Drinking Buddies. Destiny, how the fuck you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. So before we got on camera, Destiny just rolled in here, opened the bottle of vodka, and just started hitting from the bottle. I'm like, this is going to be a fun show.
I'm sorry.
What are you apologizing for?
My bad.
What the fuck are you apologizing for?
I just went straight to the bottle, drinking out the bottle.
Once again, what are you apologizing for?
I don't know. It might be a little unprofessional to some people. Trashy, you could say.
You care about other people's judgment?
Nah.
Right, I was about to say, you're in the wrong line of work. You give a fuck about people's judgment. We're here to have some fucking fun.
Yes. I'm like, how can I care when my coochie's literally all over the internet?
Right? It's like, oh my God. I've had sex with people who I barely know their real names.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be upset about people judging me for drinking vodka out of the bottle.
Right.
Come on.
True that.
I mean, if anything, people are just going to be like, all right, Destiny's down to party.
Oh, yeah. I guess you could say I'm a little partier. A little
just
bit.
A little? Just a little?
Just a little bit.
Why just a little?
I don't want to get too caught up in the whole party scenes, clubbing, bars out here in LA.
What are you worried about?
I don't know. I'm scared I might just get, go down the wrong path. So I try to keep my...
Well, that's why you just got to maintain balance. You got to hit it hard, then hit the gym in a day or two.
Yes, agreed. I'm going to start working out soon here too. I
keep telling myself that too, and then I just keep getting fatter, but that's why I do radio.
It's hard. It's hard to make yourself go work out. And, I just work a lot. So, after I'm done with work, I don't feel like doing shit. I feel like playing some video games, watching some movies, drinking, smoking a little bit of herb, and hitting the hay. I do not.
Well, and you have a job that's physically taxing.
Yes, exactly.
It's not like, you're sitting behind a computer all day just just typing in code. I'm just, No, you're getting a workout in, don't.
Oh, yeah. I would say that's my workout. That's my work.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of civilians have no clue how athletic like fucking porn sex is.
It's really it takes a toll on your body. It's really physical. There's a lot of days where I'm so sore the next morning. I can feel it in my body. I'm like, oh, all those crazy positions they have me doing sometimes.
You're like, tear, no tear. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't. Props to y'all for doing it.
Thank you.
Once again, I've never wanted to be talent, so yeah.
I thought it was everyone's dream job, though, to like, when you want to just have sex and make money, you know?
Yeah, until it's like, oh, hey, go fuck that person that you would not fuck after killing a whole bottle at the club at its last call.
I can admit to that. I can go there on that one. I see what you're saying.
Well, especially as a dude, like your no list is respected a bit more than the male talents is, especially if male talent wants to make it.
I see your point.
And then you also have to have a bunch of dudes looking like me standing over you, sweating on you while you fucking.
Oh yeah, that's the worst. Yes, I know where you're coming from on that one right there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're the professional. I'm just the guy who occasionally works on set. Like, I know. And at least on your end, you know, you can lube it up and fake it.
Oh yeah. I don't know how we do it, but somehow we manage to do it.
What is the worst set experience for you?
Worst set experience?
Yeah, the worst experience on set. Don't name names. Don't.
No. I would never put anybody's names out there. That's just me. But I can say someone's stuff really stank. And I had to be the one to eat her out.
Oh no, it was little girl scene. Oh.
It was a threesome.
Oh.
And yeah, it was also anal too. So it was like she hadn't showered in like over 2 weeks. That would probably be my worst set experience.
You're like kind of nudging the PA like, yo, can we like do something about this?
I wanted to say something, but then I was scared that it might put her confidence down and it might ruin the scene. So I just kept quiet and took one for the team. I sucked it up.
You're like, acting.
Yes. Literally, that was real acting that day. It was hard. And honestly, I was really shocked how good the scene came out, because I was like, there's no way. Like, you couldn't see that on my face. My face is you can read every expression. I have no poker face whatsoever.
So it was one of the...
Yes. There was times where I'm like trying to just do other things instead of having to eat it. I'm like rubbing her and
you're just like...
Yes. I'm like, please don't make me go back down there. Please don't put my head back down there.
It's one of the few times where like, the dick is definitely going to taste better than this pussy.
Yes. Literally, I'd rather sucked his, after him going in both of our asses, I would have still done him over her. I'm sorry. That's just me.
Did you turn around, go your age, and be like, never again, never fucking again?
I literally looked at her and I was like, how long have you been doing this? Because it just seemed like, I was like, nobody that's been in porn for that long, I just can't imagine, them smelling like that and them not, caring. Like, how could you not smell yourself?
All right, you gotta give yourself a little taste test before you go on set.
Yes.
I'm good.
Right. I mean, I feel like I deserve an apology for that one.
No, there should be an AVN category for best faking it.
Best faking it. Oh, I like that one a lot.
Just, we made it through the day and it came out a beautiful scene. Also, we got to thank your editors for that. I'm sure they...
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, Destiny's face there. We got to crop in and...
That's why I'm like, maybe they're just really good editors, because there's no way you couldn't tell that I was not into it.
Yet she fucking didn't know?
I feel like she was looking at me, and I feel like she might have known that I really didn't want to be down there. Because the way I was giving them that look, like, your shit stinks, like, really, really bad.
Note to any would-be performers out there, clean your shit.
Yes, just please. If you have to, like, clean on set, just be like, I'll be right back. I got to clean up. It'll take a little bit. I'll be right back. Just be considerate, please.
Everyone but the crew will thank you. The crew just wants to go home.
I'm like, if I can smell this, the crew can smell this.
Yeah, but the crew's desensitized. Like, just get the fucking shots. Just get the fucking shots.
Yep.
Every porn crew does not want to be there.
Oh, yeah. You're right on that one. Yep.
It's one of those things where, like, as a teenager, if I had been, like, traveled back in time and, like, told my teenage self, like, so you're going to work on porn sets and you're really just not going to want to be at work some days. Like, you'd be like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah, there's only been, like, sometimes it is fun, but there's a lot of times where it's like, it's a lot of work, a lot of acting, a lot of putting on a show and staying in character, putting on this character for everyone, this fantasy. Yeah, but it's literally like camming, I would say, too. I constantly have to put on this young girl, teeny bopper.
I love all of you.
Yes. And the whole, I love you, daddy.
How many times a night you guys say that shit?
Oh my God. So much. So much. It's getting, at this point, I'm just like, ugh.
Why doesn't someone rig you up a button where you could just press it and it'll just say it for you?
I'm literally wishing, like, I was just saying last night that I wish I had a twin so they could just go do that stuff for me sometimes and I could just have a break from it.
But that would severely cut into your profits.
I know.
You got to feed the twin.
It would. I think they would be able to tell. Definitely.
Well, and just like, got to feed them, clothe them, like put a roof over their fucking head. You're going to share a bed.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that?
Like, hire an intern.
Oh, yeah. Bingo.
Yo, you want some college credit? Work for Destiny Cruz LLC.
I love that.
Oh my God. I'm not going to be like, now hiring, because the amount of people that will flood your fucking DMs.
Oh,
I'll be here.
So much.
I'll be your intern.
I can see that. Oh my God. My DMs would be flooded with messages. Oh my God.
I don't know. It might be funny, just content, just to fucking open it up just to see what people say and then like fucking put it on blast. Like,
oh yeah.
See how many dudes are willing to pay you to be there? Like, oh yeah, I'll pay you to work for you.
I like that though. I like that idea. I wouldn't mind that.
See, here I go again, just giving away shit on the podcast. Just giving away ideas.
You've got some good ideas there.
They happen occasionally. As the alcohol flows, they get worse. They just get fucking worse.
I feel like I get more creative, actually.
Oh, no, I get creative. It's just worse ideas. They're not necessarily good for your career, life choices, or anything like that. They get creative. It's like, oh, hey, let's go break into this bar. I figured out how. Not something we should be doing.
I would not be a good influence either. I would be down. I'd be like, okay, let's go do it. I'm more of like a Harley Quinn, Joker, Bonnie and Clyde type of deal. So I'm like, oh yeah, let's go rob a bank together. Totally. I'm totally down.
So are you on the run right now? Or no. No. Please don't admit to crimes on the internet, but like, are you holding the person you're staying with hostage? Blink twice if you're a hostage. We have some guests in studio tonight. Yes. That's why, he had to drop her off and chaperone just to make sure, he couldn't get too far, otherwise she'll kill his family.
Oh my God. No, I'm not that bad.
Well, not yet. They're still alive. See, I didn't hear a no. I didn't hear that's not. I'm not that bad.
Unless you cross me, unless you get on my bad side, I would say I'm a really nice, genuine, good person until you fuck me over.
Oh, now I got to hear some stories of vengeance.
Okay. Where shall we start?
With the best one, obviously, and the one that's not going to send you to jail. Like, after the statute of limitations, please.
The best one. vengeance. I'm just more on vengeance. Like if we're talking about relationship wise, I'm that type that like, oh yeah, you cheated on me. That's why I threw your clothes in the trash can. That's why I literally donated your clothes. I got rid of them or tore your clothes up, or that's why I cheated on you before you could fuck me over again.
See, the donating is a solid plan because then you get a tax deduction on top of throwing away their clothes. Like, yeah, Goodwill, I got this receipt. This is going right on my taxes as a donation. See, that is the plan. Why have I never thought of that before? Fuck.
It's a good I mean, I have so many of my ex's clothes and they contact me to this day and they're like, do you still have my shirt or my shorts? I'm like, nope. Donate it. Buffalo Exchange.
So, like, are you taking trophies from these motherfuckers? Why do you have all their clothes?
I kind of am like a t-shirt stealer or sweater stealer, like the boyfriend t-shirts, sweatshirts. I'll get their boxers, their shorts. So I can kind of have that dangling, you know, in front of them like, well, you can't leave me yet. I still have all your shit over here. I have all your shit.
Just admit it. You sniff their shit. It's fine. Just admit it. It's okay.
I mean, I think every girl can admit, come on, if you still have your ex's clothes or boxers, you smell them sometimes. Let's be real. You're like, I miss him. Oh, it still smells like him. I know you do it. It's not just me. I'm not the weirdo here.
See, that was much more romantic than I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to be... Oh!
I mean, that could happen too, occasionally.
Just on special boyfriends.
Yes, special boyfriends.
Special boyfriends that I'm sure occasionally slide into the DMs and you're like, maybe.
There's still a few that I'm like, they slide in my DMs and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm still down to get the dick. You know, I'm like, the dick game was pretty good, so I'm down for it.
It's just what was attached to the dick game is the problem.
Yes, I never like what's attached to the dick. I'm like, what's attached to the dick is shit, but the dick is good. Can we just chop it off and I can just take it with me? We'll be good there.
So why do you think that happens? Why do you think the bad taste in men?
I don't know if it's like bad luck or I'm just drawn to the more bad guys that don't really follow the rules. I don't really like the goody two shoes.
Does anyone?
I'm like, if you don't cuss, you don't drink, I can't roll with you. I can't be with you. I mean, as a relationship, as a relationship, a friend wise, that's cool. You know?
She's just talking shit about her hostage, like right here to his face. Like, that's right. What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna kill your family. Shut up.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't believe that. That smile did not say sorry.
I mean, yeah, I got a little evil, a little mean. It's not too bad.
Well, your bar for a bad dude's pretty low. Like, oh, he cusses and drinks. Like, that's most people.
Not really.
Oh no, like your hostage is the exception.
Yes. I don't know. I've had a lot of guys that are like, oh, you smoke cigarettes? Ew, like stop smoking cigarettes. And I'm like, come on. Like, you don't drink, you don't smoke cigarettes, you don't smoke weed. Like, what is wrong with you? Is something wrong with you?
I mean, who would want to be with someone who raw dogs life? Oh my God, I just realized where your name comes from.
Oh my God, that was a good one. That was so good.
So we'll just admit, Raw Star from the Misfit Effect is in the house and I'm just busting his balls while he can't defend himself on mic.
I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, Raw Star.
He did this to himself.
He did. He put himself in that place to get some jokes cracked on him.
But seriously, like, I think all those things are perfectly fucking normal. Those aren't bad people. Those are just regular people's habits. And anyone who's like, oh, you shouldn't smoke, is like, it's your fucking body, your life. It's like,
oh, you're killing your brain cells. It's aging you. So what? I want to die happy. Okay? I don't give a fuck if I'm eating burgers. I'm not fucking working out. I'm over it.
Wow. We are like 15 minutes in this podcast. Like, I'm going to start working out. Hamburgers.
I mean, I'm serious.
I love that the honesty has come out like 15 minutes and you're just like, Okay, that was a front. I ain't working out.
I most likely am. I always say I'm gonna work out, and then I start working out, and then like a week or two in it, I'm like, I'm done. I can't do it no more. Like a few days into it, I'm like, let's go to fucking McDonald's. I'm over this shit. Like,
you gotta do better than trashy McDonald's hamburgers. Come on.
well, McDonald's back in the day for me was good when it was fresh. Now I get the fucking cold, soggy French fries and burgers, and now I'm hating McDonald's, and I'd rather go to In-N-Out. I'd rather go to Taco Bell over that, and Jack in the Box. Fuck McDonald's. I don't know what happened to you guys. I'm mad.
Franchisees and overpricing is what happened to them. So where do we rank on the fast food? So like, what is the top fast food joint for you?
I would say In-N-Out, Five Guys, and I really, really love Jack in the Box. I don't know if it's...
Why are they all sexual innuendos?
Huh?
Why are all those fast food places sexual innuendos? In-N-Out, Five Guys, Jack in the Box, like...
I didn't even think about it, but they have some really, really good, like, orgasm in your mouth good. Like, want to smack your mama good. And... especially those fries, to die for. Oh, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's not,
Oh, shit. Destiny's trying to get herself canceled. Oh, the bigoted chicken. Oh, no. Oh, no. Admitting that shit on the internet, that's, ooh.
I'm like, I tried to get a job at Chick-fil-A, but I think they're so Christian that they took one look at my social media and was like, nope, denied.
Wait, you let the Chick-fil-A people see your social media?
Well, supposedly they look at your social media after you put in an application. And if you get...
How?
They really do their background checks.
Yeah.
Because they're really Christian.
Yeah, 100%.
Religiously.
You don't have a fake social media account set up to your business email account that, you know, when they... because that's how they find your social media is having your email account. So
well,
you
this was before I got into the porn industry when I was just modeling. They probably found my Facebook and was like, this is too risky. I was doing bikini modeling. Come on a beach.
Whoa. The Lord does not like that much skin.
Yes, literally. That's what I'm thinking. They just literally took one look and was like, no.
Well, you should fucking thank them. Think of where your life would be. They're like, yeah, welcome to Chick-fil-A. You'd be just in fucking back home being like, how can I serve you? Instead of being like, I'm in LA, how can I serve you?
Yeah, I like this one better. Way, way better. I do not miss my retail days, my fast food days, or my CNA days. I'm sorry. I love to help people, but I can't do it. You guys are sometimes so rude. Like,
hey, I'd be pretty fucking rude too if I was dying. And fuck. I ain't got time to be nice. Gonna die any second now. Sponge bath me.
that was literally what took a toll too on me, just getting close to people. And I'm like, I can't watch them die, and I can't watch them like shit on themselves anymore. Like, I personally never want to be in a nursing home.
Well, how do you want to end it then?
I better go before that happens. Like, literally, take me out. Take me out back.
Put her out of her misery, folks.
Yes, literally, like a dog. Put me to sleep.
Just someone needs to hold your hand as you slowly go into the light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this isn't morbid at all.
I'm pretty dark sometimes. I have some dark jokes.
But don't worry. It's okay. This show's gotten pretty fucking dark at times. It's okay.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I gotta watch some of your episodes here.
Ah, yes. Yet another guest who was like, what am I getting myself into? Destiny was like, so you're going to ask me about the stupid normal shit? I'm like, fuck no, I'm not.
You definitely didn't. This is definitely way different than I'm used to, so.
Well, I appreciate that you're rolling with the punches. There are definitely been performers in the past who are like, we're not going to talk about porn.
Really? They don't know what else to talk about? Or
yeah, there are some people that like, I'm trying to decode it. I don't know exactly. This is all assumptions. Is that they've built up this persona, that their stage name is this persona, and they haven't really fully fleshed out the character. So that character fucks on film.
Oh.
And then they're like, What else do I do?
I'm like, that's another thing. You cannot be that character 24/7. You got to learn how to turn it off. So when I leave set, I try really hard to turn it off as quickly as I can and go back to my normal self, because I can't be that 24/7. There's no way. No way. I would lose my mind.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, fuck being on 24/7. Fuck, like, having to be like, I am the object of your desire 24/7. I've tried it. It's hard. It's rough.
I don't know how
exhausting.
These girls do it, like, all the time, 24/7.
Yeah, like, oh, I can only live in the house in full hair and makeup. Like, what? No.
Yeah. Literally.
Like, the paparazzi ain't following you, girl.
Like, I got to a point where I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I do not care. Like, I'm going to go out like me. I'm going to be me. And either people love me or hate me.
And that's a good fucking attitude to have, because this industry will eat you alive if you give a fuck about everyone's goddamn opinions. That's why I learned to stop looking at comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I do not read your comments most of the time, because there's just too much negativity that I don't need in my life. That's just draining to me. And it hurts me when I'm, get stuck on those negative people. See, I'm of the opinion that, like, I'm not going to value the opinion of someone whose advice I wouldn't take. I don't fucking know you, so I don't value your opinion.
Exactly.
Hell, half the time I troll those motherfuckers, like, oh, this is so cringy. I'm like, thank you for the support and the views.
Literally, they're like, oh, you're going to hell. Is your family proud of me? Actually, they are, and they're very supportive of me. So,
and either way, it's your fucking life. You're not living for them. Who gives a fuck?
Right. Thank you.
Like, I don't understand the people who are like, oh, I can't do this because of my family. I can't do that because is your family fucking filthy fucking rich? And are you going to get written out of a will? If that is not the case, who gives a fuck what they think?
Right. At least you're making money, you're paying your bills, and you're happy. Doing what you want to do.
You only get this one fucking life. So why the fuck would you do things that make you fucking miserable? Because the people who fucked you into existence say so.
That's what I always said. I always felt like I wasn't supposed to follow the crowd, and I was supposed to be my own boss. I'm supposed to be independent. I do my own thing, So what? I didn't go to Yale or Harvard and become a doctor or lawyer. I'm happy with my life, so.
And if you had become a doctor, you were a CNA. You obviously decided that wasn't for you. Going further into medicine sounds like it would have been a horrible idea for you.
I almost did. I took some pharmacy technician classes and realized, someone asked me, they're like, do you really want to count pills for a living for the rest of your life? And I'm like, no. No.
Why the fuck not? One for me, one for them, one for me, one for... Come on, that sounds like a good time.
I mean, yeah, and then jail time, prison time.
Only if you get caught. You blame the dumb motherfucker who wasn't stealing. See?
I didn't think about that.
I'm a bad influence. What can I say?
I love it.
It's okay. You can still go back to school. You can do it.
I don't know. I tried many jobs. I even tried working in a factory as a machine operator. I wanted to die. 6 days a week, working my ass off, standing up at a machine. I'm sorry, but none of those jobs were for me. At least I can say now, I've never felt more like I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be doing this.
So is the plan further down the road to start your own production company?
Honestly, I thought about that. I thought about either making my own site, or being a director, or I even thought about crossing over to mainstream and taking some acting classes and doing some extra work.
What's stopping you?
It's the whole stigma around, oh, porn stars can't get into real movies or shows.
Yeah, Sasha Grey only starred in a Steven Soderbergh movie. Was on a whole fucking season of Entourage.
See, that's what I was... When I say those names, they're like, oh, but she hasn't been in a lot other than, one or two things. And I'm like...
Yeah.
In my head, it's still possible, though.
Those one or two things paved the way for a lot of other shit. She had a very successful DJ career. She's a Twitch partner, so she's making money off Twitch.
That's another thing I was thinking about doing. Because I love video games. I just got the new PS5, Call of Duty Vanguard, and
Who'd you
the
rob
new
for that?
Spider-Man. I got it on Cyber Monday.
Like
for like $700.
Off the back of a truck or?
No, no. Online, Cyber Monday. You guys should definitely buy things online on Cyber Monday. I waited until after Black Friday. I waited until Cyber Monday to get my shit.
So, you big COD player?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
What's your KDR?
What's my KDR? My level?
No. Kill the death ratio.
Oh, I haven't even looked at that.
Oh. Well, I guess I have to cut that out in post.
I guess I have to cut. But I get a lot of Milu kills. Melee kills. Where you knife them.
Melee?
I always pronounce it wrong. Don't tomato. Okay, let's agree. Let's agree that that's what I was trying to say.
I blame it on the alcohol.
I used to call Arkansas. So
yeah, but they don't know.
Everyone used to make fun of me for that.
You let people from Arkansas make fun of you?
Mm-hmm.
How low was your self-esteem, girl? Damn. Like, your state's claim to fame is Bill Clinton and Walmart. Little Rock's International Airport is the Bill Clinton International Airport. Like, that's the most famous motherfucker. Someone who is still alive as your airport is named after. What the fuck?
Oh.
Don't take shit from people from Arkansas. Like, people are going to at me in the comments on that one. Fuck them.
Fuck them. I'll drink to that one.
The problem is I have to go back there at some point because it is a goal to have sex in every state. So
with different people from each state?
Some of those states I really don't want to have to try and find local talent.
Okay. I was going to say, whew.
There's a reason it didn't happen last time I was there. Like, it was just like, shit. I have to fly somebody in with me.
Honestly, I feel like I've been in LA so long, like, I forget that there's more talent out there.
Well, I just meant like air quotes talent, like attractive people.
Oh, attractive people.
Not necessarily performers.
Okay. If we're talking about just attractive people, I'm like, where are the attractive people outside of California?
New York, Chicago, Atlanta.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
New York?
Oh, yeah. There are definitely attractive people in New York City.
I don't know. To me, it just seems so crowded and business-like. Like, I know there's probably just a lot of, like, Wall Street guys. I don't know, like,
by sheer numbers of volume of people, there's got to be some attractive motherfuckers there. There's like fucking 8 million people there. There's got to be some attractive ones just by the fucking numbers alone.
I guess I just didn't see them when I visited New York.
What were you doing in New York?
I went to the top of the Empire State Building. I saw the 9/11 memorial, and I went to a Broadway show. I saw Ghosts.
Wow, you did the like full tourist trifecta there.
Yeah, and I didn't see not one, I'm sorry to say, a person that I would hook up with.
Well, you were probably just seeing other fucking tourists from other fucking parts of the country that were doing the same tourist bullshit that you were doing. You got to go to some scummy fucking dive bars.
Oh, I didn't do that. Now you make me want to go back.
Oh, yeah. I've had some real fucking good times in New York City.
Really?
It's one of those places that I love to visit, could never fucking live there.
That's exactly what I said. I said, this is nice, but it definitely is the city that never sleeps. Oh, my God. I don't know how people are still up doing things like in the middle of the night. Like, really? You guys never go to bed?
Drugs will do that. And sleeping all day and then being up all night.
That's it. The nightlife.
Yeah. I mean, they got bars open till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then they got after hours clubs.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I definitely want to go back to New York.
Oh, yeah. Like, you got to avoid you never want to do the tourist shit when you're in any fucking city. Like, could you imagine coming to LA and being like, I'm going to go to the Walk of Fame and Santa Monica Pier and the La Brea Tar Pits? How much fun would you have here?
Okay.
Right? Like, I hopped on a tour bus and looked at rich people's houses. Woo!
The way you put it.
Like, fuck that. And you're just going to run into a bunch of motherfuckers from Iowa that have never seen a big house before.
That's true.
You ain't going to be like, oh, shit, there's a hot motherfucker on this tour bus with me. Like, no, that is not what makes LA fucking magical. That ain't what makes New York magical. So where else you been?
Well, I've been to Virginia. I've been to
like DC suburbs or Richmond.
Yeah, around. Well, I've been to Richmond and like close to DC. I've been to DC too. My aunt lives close to DC. And then I've been to South Carolina. I've been to Florida. I've been to Arizona. I've been to Vegas. I really want to go to Colorado. I want to go to the Colorado hot springs. It looks so beautiful when I've seen it online. I don't know how good it looks in person, but it looks pretty gorgeous. And I know a lot of people that came from Colorado that tell me how beautiful it really is. So
beautiful they fucking left?
I know it doesn't make sense. I guess it's beautiful, but there's no money really out there.
Yeah.
Jobs.
Unless you're doing weed. Like the cannabis industry is ginormous there.
That's what I heard. I heard that the weed was very big out there. So
it's been years since I've been, but it was just like, holy fuck! This is before California legalized, like fully legalized. It was just like there are fucking dispensaries everywhere, and like rolled into a dispensary, and so like the first bud tender I ever dealt with, I'm like, oh, you're explaining those strains to me, like. Mm-hmm. I don't understand any of this. Just, I'll take those gummies, please.
Really?
I am not a THC person in the first place.
So you like edibles, though?
I mean, if I want to be unconscious for the night.
I can't do edibles, you guys.
What happens?
I don't know. I don't like the effect. I don't like the body high. I don't know. I'd rather just smoke weed than eat that shit. I don't know. I don't like the taste either.
Well, if it's done right, it tastes like fucking sugar and delicious.
I think I end up eating too much because I'm like, I don't feel nothing. And then boom, it hits me.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to chill on that. You're not supposed to just be like, yeah, it's fine. It's not how you're supposed to do it.
I ate like a corner of a chocolate bar. Like it looked like a Hershey's chocolate bar. And that shit fucked me up.
Well, yeah, that's the problem, especially in the Wild West unregulated days. They didn't have to like limit how many milligrams are in a fucking chocolate bar. So it's not like this is one fucking serving. It's like, oh, a quarter of a corner of this motherfucker is one serving.
I didn't know that. And I drank this drink. It was like a tea or lemonade. I only drank like a couple gulps out of that. And I was out. Like I was so stuck. I couldn't really talk at one point. I couldn't move. I was like, what is going on? I want to come down now.
Yet, she did not come down.
No. It got worse. It got worse over the night. Like, oh my God. I was like, the next morning, I was like, I'm never doing that again.
So how long did you wait before you did it again?
It's still... The drinks, the rest of the shots, the drinks are still in my refrigerator. The chocolate's still in my refrigerator. I'm like, who wants this shit? Because I'm not gonna fuck with that shit anymore. I'm too scared. Yes, Raw Star wants it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I know Raw's off mic, but you don't drink or swear, but marijuana's okay?
Right. It doesn't make any sense.
That makes no sense, Raw. That makes no sense. Like, what's wrong with alcohol? That weed's okay.
At least he smokes weed. So then that kind of gets me, okay, he's not completely square. He's not completely a goody two shoes.
I think he's just trying to keep his sperm count low. That's the other part of Raw Star. He's raw dogging.
Oh my God, raw dogging. Why didn't I think of that?
I don't know. He's your hostage. Did you not witness this? Are you not holding a camera when he's doing it?
Nope.
What, did Are you ashamed to see him go to work?
I mean, I ain't never seen him go to work. I'm not paying attention to that.
Why not? Do you not care about his well-being? Don't you want to see your friends get off?
I mean, I'm happy for them to get off. I mean, I might not want to see it.
Why not?
Se.
Because
they're my friends, and we don't cross that line.
I'm sure you're friends
as
with
a real friend.
I'm sure you're real friends with some of your co-stars, right? Some of them.
Okay, that's different.
Why is it different?
With male talents and female talents, because
there's a camera present. Why is it different?
Because we all fuck for a living, and we've already fucked, so it's like that's not a real. I wouldn't consider. Well, yeah, but
until
that's a friend I fucked. But
you didn't fuck them. There was a point where you hadn't fucked them, and you were okay with fucking them, and you were okay with seeing them fuck. Because say you're on set with a talent that you have not fucked yet, and they're having their scene before yours. Are you going to be like, oh my God, I can't see this. I haven't fucked this person.
No.
Right. So what's wrong with watching Raw fuck?
I mean, when you're close friends like that, and you haven't seen each other's parts.
Oh, he's seen your parts.
Okay, he might have seen my parts, but that's reasonable because I'm on the internet. It happens. You go to my Twitter and bam, it's right there. But I think he's more private. So, or people I would say that are not female or male talents, I would say are more reserved. And I got to be more considerate. And, Have
you even asked, though? Have you even asked if he wants you to watch?
No.
See? Who's being inconsiderate now? Who's being inconsiderate now? You haven't even inquired if he'd be into that.
That is true. I'm showing respect. Like,
no, that's so disrespectful that you're like yeah, we're friends, but I don't care if you get off and if you get off well.
Like, I try not to change in front of people outside the industry. I'm like, oh yeah, this is not a porn set. Like, I gotta be normal. I can't be.
Why? Why do you gotta be normal
like that?
Why?
I don't know, because people outside the industry, are not used to that.
Sounds like their fucking problem.
I'm just like, hey, I'm talking to you while I'm getting changed, but you're not used to this.
Guess what? They can look away. You're not like, look, you have to fucking look, I'm changing. They can avert their eyes. That's their fucking problem.
Okay. I guess I just try to be respectful and, considerate.
That's disrespectful? How? How's that disrespectful? People pay good money to see that. You're offering them a free show. If anything, you should be like, yo, tips?
I should.
See, I don't know where this, I'm being respectful comes from. What? Okay, we'll put this out there. This is a bit. Do not expose yourself to people that are non-consensual. Just before someone comes through my archives and cancels me in 10 years.
Really?
Who knows these days?
Yeah, someone's always out there to get you, trying to get you.
I just have to get famous enough that people actually give a fuck enough to actually come and cancel me. Right now, I can fly right under the radar with saying a lot of horrible shit.
You're lucky, man. I can't believe I'm so tired of getting my Instagram deleted and getting banned on TikTok. It's ridiculous.
Well, fuck TikTok. TikTok doesn't just is yeah, we're only here for our money. Just anything that's fun. Nah, not on TikTok. Unless you're a girl shaking her ass in booty shorts. Oh,
I can't even do that. I'll get banned instantly. Just showing my outfit on live, I got banned.
So do you think that is automated, or do you think that's haters reporting you?
I think they just really hate the porn industry, or they hate porn stars. I don't know. They just against sex workers. I don't know.
Well, 100% they are. But do you think it's some hater motherfucker who's like, oh, I'm going to report Destiny because she didn't pay attention to me?
Yep.
Or it's the algorithm being like, we know this is Destiny Cruz's account. I see skin. Whoop.
I think it might be both, a mixture of both, honestly. But I know that I am on the verge of getting my new Instagram now deleted. And I'm like, there's much worse out there that I've seen on Instagram. And I'm not as bad. Like, half of these girls, I'm like, how are they getting away with that? I can't even, if I posted something like that, I'm done. Like, it's just not fair.
No, it super isn't. And what's fucked up is you are doing legal work. So there's no reason that they should fucking ban your account.
I really feel like we should do like a protest. We should get everybody together. We should really like do something about this.
The problem is trying to organize this industry is like fucking herding cats.
That's true.
The only times like people have remotely come together in recent memory was like Prop 60 shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, you know, we do not want condoms. Oof, no condoms. And Measure D, people came together for that, and that's still fucking passed.
I'm like, what makes us so different? Like, than these girls shaking their asses and bouncing their tits on Instagram and in TikTok. Like, why are we getting targeted so much?
I think it could be a couple things. One, if Instagram and TikTok are their main platforms, Instagram and TikTok are making money off it. Instagram and TikTok are not necessarily making as much money off you guys because you're directing them to other sites.
That's why they don't care about us.
Right, because the fucking, you know, Instagram influencers or the TikTok girls, they're keeping people on those sites where adult performers are directing them to their OnlyFans, their personal sites, their hub page, whatever.
That's why they're like, we don't need them.
Right. They're directing them off the site. Because at the end of the day, the algorithm is just there to keep you engaged on their site. Right. That's why a lot of times if you post a link to anything else, that doesn't get as much fucking push in the algorithm.
That's true. I think that's what they're seeing with me. They're like, nope, this girl has all these people going to her OnlyFans. Nope. X.
So I'd be curious if you started another account but never like put actual links to your OnlyFans, just like verbalized it in the post, or which I know is counterintuitive because people need lazy fucking links to click on.
I stopped. I just say now if I promote anything on Instagram now, I just say new video going up on OF. I don't even put the link anymore because I know they're watching my account hard right now. Like, nope, no link. I'm like, you can go to my Twitter to find my link. You'll find it. It's really easy.
But then you're also directing them to Twitter, which is off Instagram.
Yep, that's true.
They work hand in hand, but they're still separate fucking companies.
I didn't think about that. God, I've been redirecting them to my Twitter.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, as a content creator myself, it's like, what do I do about this shit? Fuck. I mean, I don't have to worry about getting banned for the most part, but it's still like, I got to play the algorithm games.
Oh, yeah. And that's hard. Whew. That's a hard game.
It's like, oh, hey, YouTube wants you to get likes on Facebook to try to help promote the YouTube. And then Facebook's like, oh, you posted a fucking YouTube link? We're not promoting that to your timeline.
Right. I see where you're coming from. God, I wish there was just a site besides Twitter that you could promote like all your links and not get deleted or banned and do whatever you want. Like, literally.
That would be fucking ideal. The problem is, like, where does the money come for that shit?
I feel like they should do like a all my links thing where when someone goes to your OnlyFans or another page, it charges them when you click on the link.
Just like an affiliate?
Yeah. And that's how I would say they would make their money. Or ads.
Yeah, but the places like OnlyFans would probably have to up their cut to offset the cost of paying those affiliate links.
I didn't think about that. God, you're so good.
I've been doing this for a minute. It's just a weird conundrum because the OnlyFans situation has definitely changed the face of the fucking industry. But what is the best way to attract new traffic that isn't already on OnlyFans?
Honestly, I'm thinking about steering away from OnlyFans because it's just too competitive right now. There's way too many people after, Bella Thorne. Sorry, but you threw us off and you fucked it up for us. And now I'm like, honestly, I'm looking at other sites similar to OnlyFans right now. And honestly, I was in the process of building my own 2 websites.
What's stopping you?
I just don't know how much traffic it's going to get or how well it's going to do.
You don't know until it's built.
That's true. Don't know until I go through with it.
Yeah. As long as the hosting costs aren't fucking insanely unreasonable, even if it generates a little revenue and builds brand awareness, why not do it?
Sure. What am I scared of?
You scared of the randoms judging you again? Got to break you that. We're going to break you that before this podcast is over. You'll walk out and be like, I give no fucks.
Honestly, I want to get more into... I'm starting to get that way, but I'm not completely there. I want to just be like, fuck it. I don't care. I'm doing it.
It takes a long fucking time to get there. And it's human nature to, like, when, especially someone attacks you, to fucking want to attack back.
I've done that recently.
Oh, I smell a story.
Huh?
I smell a story. What happened?
I just don't like when, people... I'm putting all this work in for you guys, and you want to say I'm a mid-grade porn star or circle a deodorant mark under my armpit. At least I wear deodorant, bitch. Like, I'm just over it. I'm over it. Or why does she look white, but she sounds black? Because I'm mixed, okay? And I'm sorry I chose Destiny Cruz as a name. A lot of people don't like it. I wasn't trying. I was trying to find an exotic name because I would consider myself exotic looking. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to say I'm Latino. I'm actually white, black, and Korean.
Hey, guess what? Spanish people are white. There's a whole lot of cruises in Spain.
See?
Putting it out there.
I love that. And that's the thing. I used to get told that I looked Spaniard, or I've gotten so many crazy things like Brazilian, Hawaiian, like people don't know. So I just literally, I thought that was a good name and it clicked. It sounds good.
Fuck 'em. It's your name. That's wild. The people are like picking at your fucking name. Like,
yeah,
what?
They're like, oh, she's amazing. This Rihanna lookalike besides her name. Like, every stripper thinks they have a destiny. Honestly, I do believe in destiny. I do believe...
I do too. Bungie's made 2 of them.
Literally, I'm sorry. I didn't think it was corny, and I actually thought it was a beautiful name. If I was able to pick my name that I would have named myself, I would have named myself Destiny.
I mean, a trip to the courthouse, you really could.
Honestly, I've gotten so used to saying Destiny. Sometimes I introduce myself as Destiny when I go out. I'm like, oh, wait. It's not Destiny.
That's habit forming too. Performers generally fall in one or two camps in my experience. Either like stage name 24/7 just because they're used to being called it, right. Or even on set, like, just call me by my legal fucking name. Literally,
I'm like to the point where I'm like, I love Destiny, but like, I would prefer people to say my real name, call me by my real name. But, everyone's like, I wouldn't tell people your real name. My mom even said my real name on TikTok. I don't know how many times while she was on live with me. She doesn't give a fuck. So why should I
That's really uncool of her.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm hearing, that she shouldn't have done that.
Well, it's just one of those things. It's kind of a safety issue.
That's what I was looking at too. As much as I want to just put my real name out there and be me, there's too many like safety issues that I'm thinking about.
Yeah. I mean, I was just talking about like in actual circle of peers and shit like that, not just being like, yo, I'm
right. Exactly.
You got to get much richer for that. Once like the mainstream shit hits and hits hard, you're like, yeah, I can afford security. So yeah, whatever, real name.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I would want security, and especially where I live too. I'm like, I would definitely want more security before I even announce my real name.
Yeah, these fans can be fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'm thinking, how many creepy stalkers are there, out there?
How many dudes think that they're married to you?
Are what?
Are married to you? How many think that like you're their wife?
Honestly, I would say a lot think that they're in this relationship with me in their head, and I love you guys. But that's
now you're just encouraging them. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. But we're not married. I love you, baby. Now you're just encouraging them.
Crazy. It's a little crazy. We have never met in person, and you think we're like together like that, or best friends like that. I'm like, what?
Do you have dudes sliding into your DM just telling you about their day?
Oh yeah, all the time. All the time. Or, me and my girlfriend or wife, just broke up or divorced. Can you just talk to me?
Yes, for the low fee of $5 a minute.
Yes. I'm like, I would love to talk to you, but honestly, there's so many DMs, there's so many people contacting me on a daily basis that it's so hard to just hit everyone up. Like, that's what you guys aren't understanding. Like, it's not just you.
See, what you should do is become a licensed therapist and start taking people's insurance information and billing their insurance for it.
Ooh, you're sneaky.
Like, yeah, I'll talk to you. We'll talk for an hour. I need your insurance information.
And I swear to God, if you think that you're so special that you're gonna get my Snapchat and send me dick pics for free, and I'm gonna send you pictures back for free, you're out of your mind.
Come on, dudes. She doesn't even want to see her actual friends' dicks.
Yes, I mean, I just see so many dicks. I mean, I'm starting to get to a point where a dick is a dick. I've seen so many dicks. It's like, come on. He's like, how is my dick? I'm like, I don't know what you want me to say anymore. It's a dick. I mean.
Wow, you're in a bad state of affairs. You're like, I don't really like what's attached to the penis, and I'm getting to a point where I don't even like the penis. Like,
I mean, it's all the same, I feel like. Like, they always think their dick is special. And I'm like, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but you know how many guys probably have, like, the same dick, similar dick, Like,
well, that's the problem. We're all the protagonists in our own stories. Therefore, we're special, and we're deserving of love. And, the woman of our dreams is the trophy and the reward for us being the hero of the story.
That's true.
You delusional motherfuckers.
I love that. Oh my God.
No, motherfucker. No one wants to see your penis. If someone wanted to see your penis, you wouldn't be DMing it to them. Someone would be like, yo, let me see that dick.
I'm like, yes, I'm okay with you sending me a dick pic if you're sending me money for a dick rating video or whatever. That's cool. Yeah, I'll rate your dick or whatever.
Well, yeah, that's the transaction. That is
right. But that's only after you send me the money. If you're just sending me random dick pics in my Snapchat and Twitter, I'm sorry. Like, either I'm not going to answer or I'm going to be real as fuck. And I'm going to be like...
That's a fucking crime in the UK now?
What?
Like, just sending unsolicited dick pics?
Nuh-uh. Get out of here.
Cyber flashing is like, they just passed the law.
I did not know that, you guys. Wow. Yep.
Gotta move your legal residence to the UK. Be like, I'm gonna send you all to jail. Every last one of you motherfuckers to jail. Interpol's gonna come get your ass.
That sounds. Ooh, I'm glad you gave me that idea. Wow, I love it. That's what I'll do.
Whatever you do, don't like fucking repost it, because like in California, that's revenge porn, and that is really fucking illegal.
Oh yeah, no. Unfortunately, I've had chances to release some of my ex's pics, but you know what? Thank God that I'm not a crazy bitch, because if I
you only smell their underwear, it's fine.
If I was, all of your guys' pics and videos would be out there.
Well, just get some 2257 paperwork from all of them, and then you can release it.
Mm.
The Destiny Cruz love contract. Like, yo, if we're hooking up, you're signing this model release.
I like that. I like that.
That's how it is.
Dang. So my sister could have got in trouble. Oof.
Wait, your sister released?
Yeah, she got mad at her ex. She's like, oh, yeah, you want to cheat on me? She sent his dick pic to all his friends, his family, everybody. Well, he was stupid for giving her or showing her his password to his social. Man, he had a lot of explaining to do.
I mean, how do you explain that? Like, yo, that's my dick. Yep, sure is. And there's not much to explain there. It's my dick.
He actually lied about it.
That it wasn't his dick?
Yeah. He's like, that wasn't me, you guys. That wasn't my dick. I don't know. She's just crazy. I don't know her.
Well, it's one of those things where, like, are you ashamed of the dick? She was fucking you, so that's her bad taste too.
That's true. That's true. I don't know if he was just so embarrassed that it was out there or what.
See, dudes, this is why you don't have tattoos around that region. So when they do release the dick pic, like, wasn't me?
Yep.
Because if you've got the tattoo, like, that's your fucking stomach tattoo right there, motherfucker. Like, oh, well.
that's usually how I can pick them out. Usually I'm like, I make sure I can tell. Like, they have something unique about them. They got a tattoo on their stomach near their dick area. And I'm like, okay, we got you right there.
Are you just going around inspecting? Like, yeah, you're making out a little bit. You just kind of tug on the pants, look, see, no tattoos. You got to go.
Yep. Or if they don't got a tattoo or piercing, I'm like, nope. I want to know. Because I can definitely tell if I see a video or picture. I'm like, yep, that was you.
Are you that worried about infidelity? You were that worried about motherfuckers cheating on you that, like, I got to be able to pick that dick out of a lineup?
I mean,
how many times have you been cheated on, woman?
A lot. That's why I'm like, it would be nice for every guy to just have something that I know I could pick him out of a lineup. Like, that was him. Definitely. You can't get away with this. Stop
fucking people that are going to cheat on you. How about that?
Well, it's kind of hard because, everyone's like, I do what I do for a living, but I see it as work, and I see that cheating outside of work is cheating.
It is. Well, and the thing about it is, anything's permitted if both parties agree to it. It's not cheating if you go to work. If both of you agree, that's you going to work.
Work, right.
It's not cheating if you're like, we have a completely open relationship, we can fuck whoever.
They always make an excuse. Well, you fuck all these guys for a living. Like, so you're not doing the same thing that I'm doing. So, but that gives you a right to just.
But also, I'm assuming you were doing that before you met them, right?
Yes, of course.
Well,
or
then,
they met me while I was on set.
So, oh, wait a minute. You've had fucking industry people fucking get around, like.
Yes, it's weird because they're cool with it at first. I think it's like, I'm dating a hot porn star. Then it's like, I'm dating a porn star and she's getting fucked all the time by these hot guys or whatever. Or she's got to enjoy it sometimes. So, why can't I?
So what if you're enjoying it? Guess what? I don't care if my partner goes and gets a full body fucking massage. Enjoy that fucking massage. And yeah, some strange dude's oiling you up and has his hands all over you. Don't give a fuck. Are you relaxed? Do you have a good time? Cool. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Why can't it just be that simple?
It is that simple. And it blows my mind that people in the industry are pulling that shit with you. Like, that is the normal line with civilians.
They get jealous. I don't know. After they get their feelings involved, it's like, oh no, you can't do that anymore. You have to only do content with me. I can't even talk about work anymore. Like, I can't say, oh, I just have to do a DP scene, or I just got done doing a DP scene. I can't say that. Like, they're like, oh my God. In their head, it just fucks with them.
The proper response is, can I draw you an Epsom salt bath?
See, this is why I'm like, where are the guys like this? Can we have more guys like this?
We're here. We exist. We're in the fucking industry. That's why it blows my fucking mind when dudes are like, that are actually in the industry get fucking jealous. Like, no, what goes in the job. You know how unglamorous this shit is. How the sex is primarily there to be aesthetically pleasing, not necessarily like genitalia, like stimulating pleasing.
It's crazy because I've dated a few people in the industry. I I've only dated one male talent though, but the other two were in the industry, just not as male talents. But I'm like, you understood what I did. You met me. You knew what I did for a living. So I'm like, why do you care now? Why does it make a difference now?
And what'd they say?
They're just like, well, I didn't realize that it would fuck with me this bad, or that I would, get jealous, but it actually does bother me. And I'm like, well, I mean, if you want me to give up everything, you better be willing to like take care of me and shit. Nope, you're not willing to do that? Okay, you're not willing to give up everything either? Okay, so what's the problem?
So is your vagina like the tunnel to Valhalla? Like, is it magical or some shit that is making these dudes just fucking lose all fucking common sense?
I would say yes. I would say I have like an elastic pussy, and I don't know why it's still so tight, but I think every time that I put that cruise control on them and I give it to them good, that they're like so hooked, intrigued, like they can't. I like suck the soul out of them, kind of like a Kim Kardashian and Kanye thing, or a Tyga and was it Kendall? Yeah, they were never the same after that. Those women, they must have had some good pussy, like some golden pussy.
I don't know. I hope Kim became a better performer. She was pretty fucking lame in that Ray J video.
I would say why. Okay, this is that. I'm so glad we got on this topic. Can we stop making dumb people famous, though?
Whoa, I'm right here. I'm right fucking here.
You're not dumb.
Shut up. Don't tell them that.
But can we stop making, like, how the fuck now there's a fucking Kardashian show. What about Paris Hilton? What about the Cash Me Outside girl? Can we just...
So Paris is being dumb is kind of an act.
Really?
Do you know how much that girl is fucking worth? And like, it's not inherited wealth. She has fucking manipulated into like a lot of fucking money that is not inherited wealth through all her shenanigans, like her clothing brands, her fucking DJing. She maybe come across as fucking, but I know some people that have like done some things with her, and it's like a lot of that shit is an act. Everything she does is very fucking intentional.
Wow, I would have never guessed that.
That's the fucking rub. I don't know if that's the case with the Kardashians, but I think Kris Jenner is behind a lot of.
I really just thought they were all ditzy as fuck, and I don't even know how they got famous. Like.
By being reasonably attractive.
I was going to say hot in their, the fake boobs, fake ass.
And like with Paris, like, you ever see her sex tape?
I've never seen her sex tape. I tried to look for it, and I don't know why I can't actually find it. I don't know if it's just not around anymore, but I missed out on it.
It's out there somewhere. I'm sure One Night in Paris still exists.
I got to look harder then.
Vivid put it out, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to watch this. I want to see why.
But it is goddamn night vision. Like green, like night vision fucking camcorder. And she takes a fucking phone call while they're banging.
Okay, that is so rude. That is so rude.
As I have said this on the record before, that would have been a snuff film. Like, if I am fucking someone and they take a call while we're fucking,
I'm going to be pissed as hell.
Oh, no, they're not making it out of that. Like, that would have been, fucking piece of evidence number one. Like, we're taking this to court. Your Honor, we bring you display number one. Matt murdering her on fucking camera. But she took a call, Your Honor. It was manslaughter by reason of insanity. He just lost his shit.
I love that.
It's crime of passion.
I don't think I could keep going unless it was planned and, I'm like, oh, it's kind of hot. He's trying to talk on the phone while I'm riding him, or he's trying to play video games while I'm riding him. But if it's like, we're into it, this was not planned, and you fucking start texting or picking up the phone, I swear to God, either you're going to get slapped or I'm just going to get up and walk away and never talk to you.
Right, exactly. And that's fine. Like, that is fully a reasonable response. If it was beforehand, like, oh, I'm already playing video games.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm going to try to break your concentration.
Yes.
I had a partner recently, like I was uploading a podcast and like I'm just sitting in my office chair and she just pulls down my pants, starts blowing me. I'm like, I have to upload this. I'm on deadline.
See, that stuff is hot. But if it's like, this was not planned, we did not talk about this, you weren't already doing that, and you in the middle, I had a guy start talking to his baby mama while I'm fucking him. I'm like, literally, I got so heated. I was like, I'm done. This is it. I literally left.
As you should. He's fertile.
He was saying, I love you to her and telling me to shh. Don't shush me.
Yeah, that's rude. That's rude as fuck.
Yeah. And he did it multiple times. And I was
Why'd you put up with that multiple times?
Literally, it was back to back. And then after the
one time's enough.
Third time or second time he answered the phone, I was like, I'm done.
Well, I'm glad you had enough self-respect to do it at that point, but like that should have been a one and done.
The first time I tried to just give him like the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, well, his baby mama did call him, maybe it was something important and he's trying to be civil with her because
he wants to see his kids.
Yeah. So I gave him, but after like the second or third time, I was like, no.
See, he has to have the automated response on his phone when like someone calls you to be like, is this an emergency? And just hit that button.
Yeah, exact. Thank you. Bingo. That would be amazing if we had that.
Or just like, is this an emergency? And if she texts back yes, be like, yo, we're going to stop for a second while I take this call.
Right. So I tried to give him a benefit of the doubt before I got heated.
But that's one of those things where like, I would have been like, yo, I got to take this call. We're just going to stop for a second. Like,
Why would you even, oh my God.
Why would you stay inside someone?
Yes. While you're on the phone saying, I love you to your baby mama. Like, that just blows my mind. I'm like, oh, hell no.
And you did it multiple times. Why? Why would you do that?
I'm like, maybe, if he gets his baby mama mad, he might not ever see his kids. And I would blame myself forever, if that happened. So I was like, okay, I kind of see where he's coming from.
I guess. But more than once? Like,
yeah. I try to give everyone, because no one's perfect. I try to give people at least, 3 chances, 3 strikes you're out type of
Did you
deal.
at least, have a conversation with him and be like, yo, that wasn't cool?
Yeah, after the first time it happened, I actually said something. And he was like, I'm sorry, I just really have to stay on my baby mama's good side, to see my kids. And I, agreed with him. I, sympathized with him. And then when it happened again, though, while we're banging it out, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he had no remorse.
Yeah.
Like, if you address the situation, be like, this is bad behavior, this doesn't work, and then they do it again, they are not repenting. I
was like, that was really, really disrespectful. And I've never had a guy do that to me. So I was really shocked. I was like, how dare him? Like, it's not that good. He's literally on the phone with another female, right now.
Well, at least you kicked him the fuck out of your life. Unless he's one of the ones that you let slide into the DMs every once in a while.
No, definitely not, because his dick smelled like salami.
You did it multiple times. You're like, salami dicking, fucking impregnating, loving other motherfuckers. I'm going to let him inside me multiple times. Because I'm sure that wasn't the second or third time you had fucked him. You had fucked him on other occasions where his baby mama didn't call, right?
No, I only fucked him that one time. And then I just was so mad after that. I was so bitter. I ghosted him. I ghosted him after that.
Well, I thought you said it happened twice.
No, it happened the same night. Yeah.
You went for round 2 the same night.
He wasn't done. He never came. So it was...
Are you one of these people like, my job's not done till you pop?
Yes, I am. I don't believe that I did my job right. If I didn't see no nut, no cum, then I'm doing this until you nut. Then I can leave.
So you're just going to hang out for hours until...
I mean, it didn't take that long per se. Maybe an hour or 2.
You're like, I don't care if your dick smells like salami. I don't care if it smells like a deli in this motherfucker. I'm getting that nut.
It didn't help that I was intoxicated too. And I was in a...
Well, yeah, these don't sound like sober decisions.
I was in a drought at that time where the guy started looking like Post Malone when I started drinking more. And I was like...
So he had bad facial tattoos?
He had a lot of tattoos, but he literally looked like Post Malone's like twin or brother. And
I didn't realize Post Malone was a sex symbol. Like, I'm old.
And so the more I drank, the more he really looked like Post Malone. And I'm like, okay, I would fuck a doppelganger, you know, a Post Malone.
You did, apparently.
I did. I'm sorry, Post Malone, but your dick smells like salami.
That's a clip. That's a clip.
Your dick tastes like salami, and I don't even know why I did it. It's just because you look like Post Malone. I'm sorry.
No. Tell the truth. You said it a second ago. You were in a drought.
I was in a drought, though. The drought was really bad, where I wasn't having any hot guys hit me up. Everyone was taken.
Was this pre-industry or like?
Yeah, this was before I got in the industry. I was still a hoe before I got into the industry. I was on dating apps, Tinder, Meet Me, Bumble, you name it. And I used to be like getting them, you know? And then there was a point where it was just nothing, drought. And that's when I met the cute guy next door who looked like Post Malone. And I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. You know, you take what you can get. Kind of like, you know, the whole pandemic. I'm sure there was guys that like, you know, oh, she's starting to look hot because they haven't had no pussy. I'll take it.
I just fucked a couple of people that were really not taking the pandemic seriously. That none of them were unattractive, but a couple of them were just like, oh, hey, if you're just coming over here to fuck, you are super not taking this seriously. And one of them hit me up afterwards like, I think I got COVID. I'm like, fuck. She's like, you knew the risks.
Oh my God, are you serious right now?
Yep. She was also another one that like would not leave till not like, because we were drinking and I did not finish for a while. And like,
yeah,
she's just,
I'm not leaving until we see some cum.
It was hilarious to me because like she's just hanging out and like we go at it again. I finally pop it. Like she was out the door like 30 seconds after I popped. She was just like, I got the nut, gots to go.
That's me. I usually, I mean, it depends. I mean, if there's a chill vibe and no like rush for me to have to, you're not trying to kick me out or I'm not trying to kick you out, like, and we're just chilling. Yeah, I'll probably stay the night, but then I'll probably leave the next morning.
Well, I'd hope you leave the next morning. You ain't moving in.
I mean, you never know, you know?
You're like, I've done that before.
I mean, there's been times where it's not really on my end per se. It's mainly the guys that want to linger around. I don't know why. There's guys that, oh, you know, they just think it's okay. I'll just stay a couple days with you. Elastic
vagina, as I've been led to believe. That might
there was
be
a guy that left his wallet at my place. The pussy was so good. They're like, damn, the pussy must be that good. He left his wallet. And he didn't come back until like the next afternoon to grab his wallet. Like, who's to say I wasn't a bad guy and you know, steal your fucking money and credit cards?
So did you?
No, I left it exactly on the floor because I was like, I'm not getting blamed for this shit.
So if you'd been able to get away with it, you would have done it.
I mean, maybe if there was a chance that they wouldn't have noticed what was missing.
See, the proper response is like, you didn't leave your wallet here.
I was thinking about doing that, but I was like, well, it was a big ass wallet. There's no way.
But that's a solid power play because either he has to admit he intentionally left it there.
He left it on the floor. Like, how are you going to leave it right on? It's like literally right on the floor.
But if you're like, oh, your wallet ain't here, he has to either be like, oh, my wallet ain't there, or yeah, I left it there on purpose so I could come back.
That's what I thought. I thought maybe he left it there on purpose, but he didn't.
Oh, okay.
He literally came back just to grab his wallet from me.
So you definitely could have been like, you didn't leave it here.
Yes. Now, after that, I was like, damn, I'm stupid. I should have just said his wallet wasn't here.
You should have. You should have just played that game. Because you could have called his fucking bluff. And then he would have had to admit that shit. Like, no, I left it there on purpose because I want to see you again.
Right.
See?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh,
but
he wants some more.
You would have gotten the fucking confession.
Right.
No trying to figure it out. Like, you got the confession. Yeah, he wants round 2. He left the wallet on purpose.
I mean, how could you not see that the wallet was on my floor, like plain as day?
Because he was too concerned about pussy? We're dudes. We kind of get tunnel vision when it's like, oh, pussy's on the table. Everything else just kind of like, huh, what? Just single-minded focus of like, pussy.
When he left, I was like, uh-oh. Because he texted me, he's like, did you see my wallet? And I'm like looking on the floor at it. I was contemplating some shit.
See?
I was staring at I was sitting on the bed. I'm looking at the wallet on the ground. I'm like,
did you count the money that was in there?
I was thinking about looking into the wallet, and I was like, that's so wrong of me. Because if there was a good amount of money, I don't think all the money would have been there when I gave him back his wallet.
Finder's fee. That's what it is.
Finders keepers.
No? Is the wallet valuable? Your ID's valuable? There's a finder's fee.
That's what I should tell them next time. Finder's fee.
Dudes, do not leave your wallet with Destiny. Don't do it. She will steal your shit.
I'm like, okay, the most I would have taken is like 150 to 250.
Well, but if there's only 300 in the fucking wallet, that's a lot. There's that's $2,000 in the wallet. That ain't shit. Well, it's still.
I think 150 finder's fee isn't that bad. You left your wallet there. You're lucky that I gave you back your wallet. So what? You lost the $150.
And you still got to fuck Destiny.
Right. I think that's reasonable.
That's right, folks. 150 is a reasonable rate. Well under her boy-girl rate, I'm sure.
Finder's fee. It's a finder's fee.
So any wild hookups since you got into the biz? Since it seems like you were into a lot of shenanigans beforehand.
Oh, yeah. So you said?
Like wild random hookups?
Wild random hookups. Not really. Lately, I've been trying to find I would say a companionship in the industry. I was hoping to find one that understood, because I feel like it's hard to find a stable relationship or someone that understands what you do for a living and accepts you for you. So, but I'm still on the hunt, unfortunately. Yeah, I have no Valentines. So
Aw.
The holidays sucked. So
but you had Raw.
I did have Raw Star. I could say that he did help forget that, my ex just broke up with me, but it was still good. I made it, turn around and spent New Year's with Raw Star, so that was good.
Your dry New Year's?
Yeah.
No champagne at midnight in Raw Star's house.
Well, we did have. He usually buys alcohol for his guests. He has alcohol in his house.
I love the quotation. Guests, are you the hostage? I'm trying to figure out who the hostage is in this situation.
I think I might be the hostage. Shit. He's like, let me see. Because every time you go over to Raw Star's house, it's this thing. You never want to leave. It's weird. He makes you never want to leave.
I don't know. I've never been invited.
He makes really bomb-ass food. I'll tell you that. And then he makes sure that you have everything you need and that you feel comfortable and you can make yourself at home. So it's nobody wants to leave, especially with that spare bedroom that you have. It's nobody wants to leave your house for some reason. I see everybody that comes over and they say the same thing I do. I don't want to leave.
Well, go ahead and get down on a knee, propose to Raw Star, put a ring on it.
Oh my God.
You got a man that'll understand, cooks, has a spare room for your camming.
Yeah.
What else do you need?
That's true. I have been camming in his spare room recently.
I've been told.
I've been told. I don't know. It's in it, and he keeps me company. Who wants to be alone with their 3 cats all the time? and being the crazy cat lady. Nobody.
So I think we should make some magic happen. You should put a ring on it right here on camera, on air. I want to hear your proposal to Raw Star. Look into the camera. Give me your best proposal to Raw Star.
Raw Star, will you marry me?
I think that there should be more effort. You should tell him why that he should marry you.
Oh, why he should marry me?
Yeah. He has a lot that he's offering. What are you offering in return to make this a proper union? You already said he's got a house. He cooks. He makes you comfortable that you don't want to leave. He buys you alcohol. What are you bringing for Raw? You don't even want to watch him fuck.
Friendship, companionship. That's good enough for me.
For a marriage? For half of what he's worth?
I mean, what about what I'm worth? Shit. I'm bringing shit to the table too, not just him.
I haven't heard anything except an elastic pussy.
And I got my own place. And I cook too. I'm not as great as him, but I cook and I clean. I try.
I think you two kids can work it out.
And I'm a good listener. I give good advice. I'm always there when you need me. Just call my name.
What do you say, Raw Star? You say yes?
He said, I'll think about it.
Wow. Raw had to think about it.
And I'm like,
she's pouring her heart out on camera on the internet, Raw Star, and you're like, I'll think about it. Say no. Say no. If it's not a hard yes, if it's one of these things in life that is not a hard yes, it is a no.
You get to see half naked hot woman in
Yeah, that's
house.
not new for him. Like, oh my God.
It's not new, man. I know.
Half naked hot chicks. Woohoo.
Shit.
I'm just saying. I think he just said no.
Yep. That was a no. He said, I'll think about it.
Yeah. If it ain't an enthusiastic yes, it is a no. Sorry, you're going to be alone on Valentine's Day again.
That's okay with me. Because I'm like, I'm going to treat myself.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day then?
I honestly, if I don't get to take a trip somewhere, that's another thing. I'm like, if only I had me a good man to take and travel the world with, that would be amazing.
Where do you want to go?
I really want to go to Paris. I want to go to England.
Where in England?
London. And
London's okay.
I want to go to Australia.
Australia's okay.
I like those accents. Ooh, maybe I'll find me a good.
You're like, I want to bring a man down there, and then I want to fuck somebody in front of him. You just want to cuckold dudes in other countries.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Who'd be down? Maybe we can do some swinger shit, you know? Who knows?
Hey.
Go to Amsterdam. I feel like you can get away with so much in Amsterdam. I want to go to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam was okay too.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually really want to go to Costa Rica, Fiji, Europe.
Well, Europe's a big fucking place.
I also want to go to Italy.
Like what parts of Italy?
Not sure yet. Not sure on that one.
You should talk to Mark White from Spizzu. I mean, he's from Italy originally.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Still has a very thick Italian accent.
The accents do it for me.
I want to go to Italy. Like I've been to most of those places that you've listed. Like, I don't know. For me, the places that like other people are speaking fucking English aren't weird enough or aren't foreign enough for me.
Really?
I had a good time in Sydney. Don't get me wrong. I still talked to some of the fucking people I met down there. And I had fun, but it was just like, this isn't that different than America. The UK was the same way. It's like, this isn't that different than America. There are some differences, but it ain't that different.
That different.
Where it's like, I've been to Cuba. Cuba was fucking different. Japan's fucking different.
Cuba. And then Japan, that would be interesting.
Sorry, audience. I said Japan. I'm sorry.
Korea.
I want to go to Seoul so fucking bad.
That would be nice.
But unfortunately, they're still like, if you're vaccinated, you still have to fucking quarantine for 14 days.
Oh, fuck. All these.
And it's just one of those things where like, I ain't got time to be out of the world for like a month for a 2-week vacation.
Right.
And you got to pay for your own quarantine hotel. So it's like, fuck. When the world reopens, Seoul, Korea is on the fucking list for sure.
That'd be pretty badass to go there. Just visit.
If you get a chance, though, Cuba is fucking rad just because it's a weird little fucking bubble. You can't really get on the internet. So it was really rad to be like 10 days just off the grid. There's all these like 1950s cars that are held together with like Russian steel and baling wire. And everyone's on a hustle. Fucking everyone. Like none of the cabs have meters. You just have to negotiate fares. You just are all constantly haggling with everybody. It's a wild place. Everyone's on the fucking hustle. I had such a good time down there. The water pressure sucked, but otherwise.
Wow.
Food was rad. Assuming you like pork. Like.
Oh, I love meat.
Yeah.
I know. I just.
She loves meat, folks. She's in the right business.
Juicy meat.
But it's one of those things where, like, I don't think you could get away with being a vegetarian in Cuba. Like, shit's just cooked in lard. A lot of shit's cooked in lard. Really good, though.
Making me think about. You said pork?
Yeah. Then there's no, like, cattle on the island, so it's a lot of pork and chicken.
Oh,
and seafood.
No steak. They have to have medium rare steak. It's so good.
I don't think I had beef the whole time I was there. Like,
really?
Yeah, it's one of those things that they got to import. They don't grow any fucking cows on the island, so. But the pork was fucking delicious.
I need to see. I'm trying. I've been saying I'm trying to cut meat out of my
Why?
diet because I don't know. I feel like meat. I don't know. Meat makes me sluggish. I don't know.
That's weird. Protein's good for you.
You don't feel that way when you eat a lot of meat, like hamburgers.
No, most of my fucking diet is fucking meat.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking about like going on like a seafood diet, like strictly like sushi, shrimp, crab, fish, lobster, and cutting out bread and meat. But that would be fucking hard as fuck for me because I love meat. And
you must be killing it on cam to afford that diet too.
No, not yet. Getting there. That's what I was gonna say. I could bring money to the table. Maybe not now after the holidays, me buying presents for my family and work being slow right now, but work's picking back up soon and I'm starting to get better on camming.
Yeah. Stop being desperate. He said no.
He said no.
Stop being desperate. Like it's not a good look.
I'm just saying in general. I used to be the breadwinner where I was taking care of the guys. The mom boys.
The suitcase pimps?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, the way you said, yeah. They pretty much were.
Yeah. It's not good. I'm glad you have gotten free of that shit.
Yeah. Now I'm like, okay. I'm trying to go for like, you got a job? Check. You got a car? Check. You got your own place? Check.
It's LA though. A lot of people don't have cars. A lot of people just like I Uber everywhere.
Honestly, that's me. I have everything besides a car, which I don't really want to drive out here. It's scary. I'm not from out here. So like I don't really have an urge to want to drive out in LA. People are crazy on the road. Road rage. God, you guys are super aggressive. And assholes too. I'm sorry, but you guys are.
It's true. It's absolutely fucking true. It's a combination of assholes and idiots. Because like you'd be cruising down the 10 and some motherfuckers like going 30 under the fucking limit. It's like, oh, really? This is why we have fucking traffic because people can't get around your dumb fucking ass.
That might be me. Like low-key. That's why I'm like, I'm glad I'm not on the road because I have anxiety driving. Especially like in the city, I would freak out. I don't know how you guys do it.
Were you in some rough accident when you were younger? Or?
I wasn't. I just know a lot of people that have died in car accidents and motorcycle accidents. And I'm just like, I don't know. Every time I'm behind the wheel, my anxiety goes off the roof. And I'm like, I can't do this. And I realized that I actually drive slower than a lot of people. I'm like, yeah, I don't need to be on the road.
Well, I'm glad you recognize that and
Yes.
decide not to be a fucking hindrance to other people driving in the city.
And I can be impulsive sometimes, so
You don't say.
I might fuck up a lot on the road, and I could be the cause of some accidents. So, yeah, let's push that off.
I've known you for a little under 2 hours at this point. I can already tell you're a bit impulsive.
Yes, definitely. I have an impulsive side.
Oh no. Oh no. That is the worst thing ever.
It can be.
Where's it gotten you in trouble?
I don't know. Risky.
Like what? Like what?
behaviors.
These are all abstract concepts. What risky behaviors have gotten you in trouble?
Not necessarily got me in trouble, but I put myself at risk, or
You ain't dead, are you?
no.
Got all your fingers and toes?
Yes.
So what's the problem?
I guess nothing. I mean, when I think about it, I'm like, okay, that was really risky though, having all those sexual partners or having unprotected sex or spending so much, shopping. Those are very impulsive things to do.
Guess what? Still here, right?
Yes, true.
You know, not dying of AIDS.
And that's what I'm like, I should be scared. Like, I should be scared of that.
It's not even a death sentence anymore. I mean, Magic Johnson's been living with it for like longer than you've been alive.
That's funny that you say that. My mom said the same thing. She's like,
Oh, your mom's encouraging the unprotected sex?
she's like,
Cool mom.
she's like, don't be scared. She's like, AIDS is not a death sentence now. And I'm like, Mom, like, so what? It's not that's forever with you though.
And they're working on a cure. Moderna's
I don't even think you're not even allowed to work in the industry after you catch that shit, right? Correct.
But it's a weird, because the cocktails can make it so you don't test positive anymore.
Really?
Yeah, you can become undetectable. Like Charlie Sheen was undetectable.
Wow.
So at that point, we're like, you don't test positive for HIV anymore. What happens?
Right. Like,
because that's some wild shit that, I mean, I've heard zero cases of it, of someone who's like, I'm sure if you test positive at some point, like in the pool, they're just not going to let you fucking back on set.
Yeah.
But if you got a private tested positive, started on a cocktail and then became undetectable and like retired and then came back, what the fuck? Like, how would anyone know? Well, I don't want to put that conspiracy theory out in the world.
That's what also I've been thinking about. I really think about some crazy shit sometimes. And I'm like, what if there is people out there, like in the industry, that have done that? I'm like, that's
I mean, you can always start
scary.
you can always start a prep regiment.
That's true.
Like, I know a bunch of performers that use prep.
Everyone's been telling me to start doing that, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, take all them cream pies, do that prep. I mean, as long as you don't have bad side effects from it, why not? And you can afford it. I don't know how much the fucking prescription costs.
How much are they?
That's a good question.
That's been a big question in my head recently.
Some places offering prep for free.
What? Get out of here. Is it that bad now, y'all?
Well,
that we're giving out prep for free?
And it's primarily targeted to, the gay community.
See, that was another thing, since I'm going to be starting to work with a trans performer. I'm not discriminating or anything, but I just want to be safe. That's it.
Well, and the thing about it is, it's not like it was 10 years ago where like the sides of the house had different testing standards. I mean, there was definitely a lot of like where the prejudice from the gay trans side of the house comes from is 10 years ago, they didn't have the same testing standards as the mainstream industry.
Right.
These days, they definitely fucking do. There's nothing to fucking worry about. And the thing about it is, there wasn't really anything to worry about then, because if they were performing on a mainstream set, they were subject to the same testing standards as other mainstream performers.
Correct. You're right.
But people don't get worried about shit. Because it's one of those things where like, well, HIV transmissions don't show up like immediately.
Right.
But it's been a long time since there's been an onset transmission.
Wow. Interesting. Good facts. Good to know.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. There's nothing to fucking worry about.
I like that. He put me at ease. There's nothing to worry about. Sometimes I do psych myself out though. Because I'm like, I've had so many sexual partners because I honestly lost my virginity at 14. So I don't even know my number. It's sad, but I don't even
Why
know
is
my
it sad?
number.
Why is it fucking sad? Why do people put such a fucking, oh my God, it's such a big deal. Like, motherfucker, sex is not climbing Everest. You're not planting a fucking flag. You ain't the first to do it. You ain't going to be the first there. You ain't going to be the last there. Whatever. Like, did you have a good time?
Yes.
That's the important part. Did anyone get fucking hurt?
Nope.
Maybe emotionally, but
Yeah. Yeah.
as long as like you didn't intentionally, like you didn't go in with like, oh yeah, I'm gonna ruin this person's life. Like it's fine.
Yep. Yeah.
Messy breakups fucking happen. Like as long as it wasn't malicious or intentional, whatever. Like who gives a fuck about how many partners your partner has?
I like that. Always been judged of my number, which I lost count a long time ago.
Well, stop fucking people that care.
Yep.
Like if someone even asks, like, so who you fucked? Like, be like, have a good life.
Peace.
Have a good fucking life. Why the fuck do you care? You're here now, motherfucker. Or you were.
Right. Exactly. Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
That's why, like, I don't get when dudes are like, oh, I'm, aren't in the best shape. And like, I'm self-conscious about getting naked with somebody. Like, no, if they want to get naked with you, it's on. They want to get naked with you. I'm not a fucking Adonis here. Like, I am rocking a six-pack. I have never in my life started getting naked with someone and then be like, now breaks. Like, that's never fucking happened. Every time it's like, oh, it's on.
It's on. It's
right.
on.
So why the fuck are you, I'm going to keep my shirt on, or like someone's like, no, they want to fuck you. You're at that point.
I hate the guys that are like, can we do it with the lights off? No, motherfucker. Why do you want to do it with the lights off? You don't want to see me? I want to see you.
Nah, they don't want to see you. They're just
like, damn. Lights off.
The thing about their baby mama,
Turn
obviously.
it around. Like, damn. Don't want to see me at all. Shit. Keeping your clothes on. Just popping your dick out from your boxers or your pants.
I mean, that can be hot. Like, if it's like heat of the moment, like.
Right.
I'm just fucking like moving your fucking, hiking your skirt up, moving your pants to the side and fucking running it in.
Yeah.
That's hot. But like, if we're going to the bedroom and making a concentrated
that's
effort,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's weird. And
I'm like, seriously, we can't just keep the lights on this one time? One time?
What was their excuse on that shit?
Oh, I just like the lights off. Like, I feel like at that point, either A, you're self-conscious or you're hiding something. I don't know. It just seems weird to me.
You're right. He was tagging in his bro. It's like, all right, well, she ain't looking.
Right. It's weird to me. I'm like, who wants to do it with the... I mean, I could see if it was a romantic thing. You had candles lit.
There's still light then.
Rose petals on the bed.
I still want the lights on. Still want the lights on. Though I have discovered fairly recently, I don't need mirrors involved.
Oh, no. I'm not about... That just got me thinking about that Euphoria show when he was jerking off to himself in the mirror. And
Wait a minute, you don't do that?
And I'm like, no, that's psychotic. That seems so psycho. Like, you're really that into yourself that you couldn't even nut from your girlfriend. You had to go jerk off in the mirror staring at yourself. I'm sorry, but that's on another level. I've never seen that.
Yeah, well, thankfully that's a fictional character, and I'm sure that's few and far between in real people.
Hope so.
But in the very real world, I did hook up with someone recently who had like closet mirrors that were full. But I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do you doggy in front of this. I'm like, no, this was not the best idea. Like,
yeah, I agree, and I'm low key still like that too, because I'm like, I've had someone bend me over in front of a mirror, like in the bathroom or something. And I'm like, I don't really like the faces I make sometimes if it's feeling good, and I'm like, oh, let me look down. Like I look down because I'm like, I don't like the facial expressions the guy is making in the back. And I'm like,
oh yeah, I've had partners be like, are you in pain right now? I'm like, no, I'm about to fucking come.
Yes, I'm always asking, are you okay, babe? Are you okay? Like, did I hurt you? Did I bend your dick? Did I break it? Like,
that is some confidence right there. You're just like, yeah, it's so elastic. Did I break that shit? Did I break that shit, bitch?
The way they look like they're in agony. Like the pain is real. Like it's so tight that I'm like, there's been a couple times where I could feel it bend and I'm like, oh fuck. Like I know I felt that. You can't lie to me and say that shit didn't hurt. Like
it's like you're cutting off circulation.
Yes. And I think that might have been a problem with a few of my exes. That might be why they didn't like having as much sex as I wanted to have with them, is because maybe it was just I was cutting off circulation. Like that could happen. And also I gave a couple guys like rug burn penises where you fuck them so much and it's so tight that it's...
You know they invented something called lube, right?
Well, guess they didn't use enough, or I don't know why guys think spit a lot of times is just the cure to, let me just spit on it, you know?
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. But I swear if they would have used lube, they wouldn't had the rug burn penis problem. What's
your lube of choice?
I like water-based lube.
Any particular brand you want to shout out?
I have Swiss. Is it Swiss? And then what's the other one? There's another good one that I use a lot. I can't think right now. I've used so much lube, I forgot.
Obviously not enough if you're giving rug burn dicks.
I mean, usually I would say if I'm really attracted to that person, it should be wet already. And if you did your little foreplay and you knew what you were doing down there, it should be wet already.
Well, then why aren't you saying shit like, motherfucker, get back to work?
I should.
I mean, why are you not fighting for your nut?
I don't know. I'm more of a giver or pleaser, I would say, because...
Well, how are you pleasing them with the rug burn? How are you pleasing them with the rug burn? Like, is that what they're into?
Most of these guys don't even like eating pussy, so...
Well, that should be a giant red flag.
And it's like, okay, I'm giving you the best head game of your life, and you can't even eat my pussy? What?
Why are you going back for repeat business in that situation? Why?
The dick game, usually. It's usually the dick that's really good. Then I'm like, I'll let that slide. He's not a pussy eater. A lot of guys aren't.
I don't know why. I don't know why. You gotta eat that fucking puss.
And it's funny because I'm like, is something wrong with it? You know, I'm clean, fresh out the shower, shaved. Like, what's wrong?
Are you taste testing yourself though? Or?
Yes, I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, what is wrong with them?
I don't know. I mean, I go with the old standby of like, I'm going to finish too quickly. I pull out and fucking go back down, give myself a breather.
I love that.
Like, what are you supposed to do otherwise?
I guess these guys just maybe expect me to just push their head down there and maybe that's what I got to do. Just be like, eat that shit, bitch.
Or just use your words. Like, it would feel amazing if you went fucking down, you piece of shit. I mean, probably shouldn't say it like that. But
they always have some lame excuse. I know I've asked my exes in the past, I'm like, why don't you ever eat my pussy?
What was the lame excuse? I want to hear these excuses.
Oh, the only girl that I ate out, had big pussy lips. And I'm like, so my pussy's not fat enough for you? Is that what you're saying? You only eat fat pussies? Because I guess it's more to like suck on or eat. I don't know what their deal is. Or they'll just say, I don't really eat pussy. And I just think that's like weird to me.
Yeah, that's a giant red flag. Like, if you enjoy getting your pussy, it'd be one thing of like, I don't like it or I'm not down with it. But if that's what you want to help get off, like, why is your foot like, okay, I understand maybe not eating pussy on a one night stand.
Right. Like that's yeah.
Like just on a hookup.
But if we've been together for like a year and you haven't ate my pussy
once. We're together like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yes, I would say.
Like if it is like the second or third time we're hooking up.
And then I had one lame excuse. Oh, every time I think about doing it, I just think about all the guys you fucked.
Well, that should have been like, cool, I'm out.
Right.
That should have been cool, I'm out right then and there. But like, oh, well, guess what? Who's not going to be one of them? Later. You're concerned about
It's like, I just don't feel comfortable. I know how many guys have been in there and I just don't feel comfortable eating you out. And I'm like, what the fuck what? Seriously?
Yeah. That is number one red flag of people you should not fuck. You're concerned about how many, like, your dick was going to be the only one in there tonight.
Right. Literally.
What the fuck are you doing?
And
That
I'm
is
like,
some weak shit.
And I'm like, it's not like I just got off set and then didn't shower, and just, fucked you. No.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to be licking someone else's cream pie out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand that you don't want to lick another man's load out of you. Like, I get that.
Oh, I should have added that on the revenge shit. Man, I seen a video and I'm thinking about doing that. Have another guy fuck me over and try me. I will literally make sure the guy creams in me and I come back home to you and make you eat that shit out. And I will not tell you either. I'll just like, yep, I'm clean, I'm good, I showered, yep. Don't get on my bad side.
Yo, how did Dread taste today?
Right. I would wait until the end. I'll be like, so how did Dreads come taste? That's how petty I can get.
That is some raw shit.
Yes.
Holy fuck. What would be super fucked if the dude didn't have enough self-respect to be like, okay, well, yeah, we're still together, right?
See, I would forever love that guy. Because I'd be like, man, he still wants to be with me after all that.
No, you should not respect that guy. Anyone you did that dirty has no self-esteem. And you should not be with someone with that low of self-worth.
It's okay, baby. I still love you. I still want to be with you. Like, what?
Yeah, that person is going to murder you one day. Because they're not right in the fucking head.
True.
Especially because they did something to instigate you into doing this. This isn't one like you're just doing it for funsies. You're doing it at vengeance. So they did something first, probably.
That's what I want to say. That's what I agree with. Mm-hmm.
You're like, I never preemptively. No. It's an angel over there.
Well, now you guys know.
Well, now dudes are going to be like, so who'd you work with today? Was it a cream pie?
Right. We're going to be so scared. We're going to be like, we're going to see. We're going to test this shit out.
Well, you should be doing that anyways. Like, your hands and your fingers are part of foreplay, people.
Exactly. I'm like, come on. How could you not smell the cum?
Fun fact. The reason the male head is shaped like it is to actually scrape fucking competitors' cum out of the vagina.
Nuh-uh.
For sure. That's why it has the little ridge on the head.
That's why it looks like a mushroom?
Yeah, it is to scrape from, ye olden, like, full-on animal days. Like, if you mated with someone else to scrape their fucking cum out of you, so we have better chance of impregnating you. Like,
wow.
Because we are fucking animals.
Guys are.
No, the whole species.
The whole species. The whole gender.
Male, female, we are just barely above just being fucking stupid animals.
I can agree with that. And
we still have some of the biological fucking stupid traits of it. It's like why people get addicted to fucking sweets and shit, because sweets are rare in the fucking wild. And it's like, oh, this is a treat. I don't get this very often because I gather and forage for fucking sustenance every day. Oh my God, I came across something sweet. Amazing. And now you're addicted to fucking sugar. As a fucking modern human.
I can see where you're getting that.
Also, I am a podcaster. Do not take your facts from podcasters.
Why not?
Because half of what I say is bullshit or barely researched.
I think you're onto something, though. I think you're speaking facts right now.
Maybe not very well researched ones.
Maybe not well researched ones, but I think there's a lot of truth to what you're saying.
This is true, but don't just blindly listen to what I say, people. Don't do it.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't advise that.
No.
Well, not for every podcaster.
Most podcasters don't just No one is employing me to do this. I do this on my own. There is no one behind the curtain being like, you can't say that shit, Matt. So just be aware of that when you listen to what I have to say.
Wow.
There is no one pulling my strings.
I like that.
Well, and that's the beautiful part of the medium. It's the last Wild West fucking medium because we can do whatever the fuck we want.
That sounds like the life. I want to. You're making me think about doing my own podcast.
What's stopping you?
I don't know what to talk about.
Well,
I feel like I would be boring as fuck. I would probably put people to sleep.
I don't know. You've managed to have a conversation for almost 2 hours already.
It has been that long?
Uh-huh.
Wow. In my head, it hasn't been that long.
Time flies when you're having fun is last I heard.
I guess if I could find someone to keep the conversation going, it would be easier for me.
Well, that's how you book guests.
That know how to keep a conversation going.
That is also the trick sometimes.
Because I feel like if that person can't keep a conversation going, I'm just going to be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to talk about.
Tell stories. Tell fucking stories. That's my answer. When I have guests that are responding with yes, no, I tell fucking stories because I got a lot of stories.
Shit. I feel like my life hasn't been that exciting though to tell so many stories. Like eventually I'm going to run out of stories.
We'll have new experiences and you won't. The real simple answer.
I want more adventures.
We'll have more fucking adventures then. What's stopping you? Like, you're self-employed.
That's true.
I would hope, above the median U.S. income.
That's true.
What's stopping you from having more adventures?
I don't know, because I don't even know what would be exciting that I could really talk about.
Do risky things in public. Like, you already said, like, I'm not risk adverse. I do impulsive things.
Mm-hmm.
That leads to stories.
So I need to take more risks.
Exactly. Like, I'm the worst person to be like, I took too many risks. Like, okay. I've been blackout drunk in multiple countries.
See, I would be scared to do that.
Well, you're also a much smaller and female person.
I'm also scared to travel alone. That's mainly the reason why I haven't really traveled outside the country. Plus, I don't have a passport yet.
Well, that's a big hindrance.
Yeah.
Get a fucking passport. What's stopping you?
And then I'm just like, I'm going to go outside the country to this unknown,
Yeah, that's the fun. That's the
by myself.
Okay.
As a hot female or porn star. So I'm like thinking in my head, this is not a good idea. This is very unsafe and dangerous.
Potentially. It might be. It might not be. Have a little common sense and you should be fine. Yeah, the way I look at it with international...
What about if I couldn't speak their language and I...
Google Translate works offline.
I've watched a lot of scary movies, okay?
Yeah. Guess who wrote those scary movies? Fucking dudes in a writer's room in Hollywood, not people who actually experienced that shit.
Really?
In most cases.
I didn't know that. I thought most of the time they lived this shit or went through this shit.
No, think of it this way. Most major metropolitan areas have the same overall thing as a major city in the U.S. They have people that are living there, thriving, commuting to work, surviving, having families, enjoying nightlife, going to restaurants. All in all, the human experience wants the same things. They want to have some fun. They want to have some shelter. They want to fuck. This is what they want. So as long as you have the same common sense you have in LA, like, hey, that's a sketchy fucking alley. I shouldn't go down there.
I don't walk anywhere by myself in LA. I got to say, I haven't walked at all. I've only walked once or twice just to the 7-Eleven down the road and literally got followed by a creepy guy in a car. And I'm telling you now, I have pepper spray and a taser and I do not walk anywhere now. I'd rather just Uber. I'm just Ubering everywhere
But
now.
you have the ability to recognize danger, potential danger.
Yeah.
So if you're in any other metropolitan area, like, you know what? That looks like somewhere I shouldn't go. Don't fucking go there.
Sure.
Like, that dude is making me uncomfortable. I'm going to go somewhere else. It's the same tactics use in any other major city. It's not like you're some fucking rural fucking bumpkin who's just coming off the farm who's never lived in a major city.
I like that.
I mean, that's just how it is. Like, when I was in Colombia, we were in a park, like, watching some fucking show. And like, there's these dudes at the other end of the park who were like doing bumps off knives in the fucking park. And just like, at one point, they like kind of clock us. And I'm like, we're going to go now. Like, we obviously don't fit in here.
Right.
And these dudes are just, doing drugs in public on knives. It's probably time to go.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like, not saying me or anything, but I feel like a lot of these girls or newer girls just have no common sense, no like alert, danger, get away from this person, get away from this area, don't be in this area at night, or
shit has to be learned.
Like, I don't understand. You girls are going out here half naked at night and then getting upset that something happened to you. Like,
well, I don't want to fucking victim blame, but it's one of those things where, like, you got to be cognizant of your surroundings.
Right.
Situational awareness will serve you better than all the martial arts training or weapons in the world. Getting yourself out of the situation before it becomes a situation is the ideal fucking goal.
Right. Sometimes I'm like, I get so scared for these younger girls. I'm like, God, why would you do that? I would never do that.
Because no one taught them any better.
I guess they were very
sheltered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They were sheltered. And, but I'm sure after one or two bad experiences, they won't do that shit again.
Nope. Well, hopefully not.
Hopefully not. I mean, we've all done some stupid, risky things.
Right. I can agree on that.
And 9 times out of 10, you'll be okay. In the grand scheme of things, even major metropolitan areas in the U.S. that have relatively high murder rates, is still only one for like every 100,000. Like, at the end of the day, there are 4 million people that live in LA, and we had under 400 murders last year.
Wow.
So it's like, your likelihood of getting murdered pretty low. You're much more likely to die in a car accident.
That's true. That's another reason why I'm like, fuck driving.
You're like, I'll just get in this Uber with this dude who's barely vetted, who might have been driving for 12 hours already. Who's going to be too busy trying to get my digits to drive the fucking car.
Now that you put it that way, it's like...
I'm just ruining your life, aren't I?
I don't like to think about that when I get into an Uber. And I keep my head down. I try not to have my mask over my face. I try not to... engage. I'm like, nope, we're going to shut it down right now. I'm just going to get on my phone, put on my headphones. We're just going to get there.
And that's how it should be.
Right.
Like, if you don't want to engage your fucking Uber driver, they shouldn't force it.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, there's no barrier of entry to that fucking job, so you get people who have no fucking common sense.
Thank you. You said it.
Well, that's the thing with fucking Uber. Like, no one takes a road test with you. No one interviews you.
Mm-mm.
Like, you submit background information, and if you pass, off you go.
There's been a couple times where I had my head down and I'm like thinking in my head, he's driving way too fast. Like, and it's making me uncomfortable fast. And I'm like, well, most of the time I have to be somewhere. I have to be on a shoot. So I'm like, fuck it. Just let him, drive reckless. Let's just pray that I don't die today. Today's not my time. And thankfully, I always make it. But I can say some of you Uber drivers scared the fuck out of me.
Hey, it's okay. Uber has like $1 million liability insurance on you while you're in the car.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how are you like switching lanes? You guys are speeding. Like,
hey, if they get into a minor wreck and you can milk it, you could get paid.
I know. I kind of wish sometimes. I know that's bad for me to say it, but I'm like, please let a car hit me. Please let us, get into an accident.
You gotta do it while you're in the Uber when there's $1 million worth of liability insurance. Because heaven forbid you do it with another LA driver and it's like, oh fuck, they're uninsured.
That would suck ass. Fuck that.
Exactly. It'd be fucking miserable.
Yep.
But I hate to do it. We will do this again. It's about that time, Destiny. We're going to call last call on this motherfucker.
Oh, it's already that time?
It is already that time.
I had so much fun, though. It's exciting.
It's okay.
Sad.
You can come and do the show again sometime.
Really?
No, I'm just saying that to be polite.
Yes. I'm like, they always say that, and then you never see them again.
They never call again.
Right. That's how always.
You think I'm a tease like that? You're just calling me out on my own show. You're just like, oh, Matt's just gonna tease me like that.
Mm-hmm. He's like, she was good. Like later, you're gonna be like, she was good, but yeah, I'm not gonna book her again. Like,
no. That's all depending on how much you promote it when I post it.
Oh, I'm gonna promote the fuck out of this. I don't care. I'm like, you guys want the real Destiny Cruz, the real me? This is me. Like, this is me.
Fuck yes. Destiny, where can they find you on the things, though?
Go follow me on Instagram at the official Destiny Cruz. You can go follow me on Twitter at Destiny Cruz XXX. And my OnlyFans is Destiny Cruz XXX.
Fuck yeah. Spend that money on Destiny. Check her out on the things. Follow. Slide into her DMs about, becoming her servant.
Yes. Oh, that's something I've always wanted to have. I was thinking about getting into like financial dom. Yeah.
Hey, you could be your very first FinDom client. It could happen. But as always,
say no to that.
But as always, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. Slayer on Facebook, Twitch.tv/Matt F. Slayer, Patreon.com/Matt Slayer for the exclusive content. And you can find the podcast at Now We Drink on Twitter and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Cheers. Cheers to that.